Hi all, I'm Dee and welcome to Decode's YouTube channel. Okay, so let me just set up the chat first of all. Yeah. Okay, so in this session, so I've got some C# materials for you people. Okay, so it's in a very detailed way because most of you might not know C#. So if that cluster was assigned to you, so to understand and attend it effectively for the interview, I've come up with a C# cheat sheet. So the agenda for this session is actually like I've got so much of questions exactly for this C#. So I'll be explaining you that specifically. Okay, and then how should you prepare for the C# interview questions and everything. Okay, and then let me talk about how should you prepare for each and every cluster. If you've attended your technical assessment, if it's over for you, start preparing for your technical interviews. Okay, so I'll be explaining you about a cluster breakdown, like how should you prepare, what should you prepare exactly for each clusters. Okay, and everything. Okay, let's see about it. And I've also got the materials. Like already, what's done is Java is done already, and then all of the computer science subjects, they're all done, and C# in this session it's done. Python is also done, but for Python, oops, I still have to upload, oops. And then the other important things are actually DSA, CSS and JS. Okay, so you have to prepare all of those. So DSA, CSS and JS, it's coming up. It will be uploaded very soon for you people so that you can start preparing effectively. Okay, so it's preparing for Cognizant is specifically very vast. Okay, so you'll have to put on a lot of effort for it. Okay, so the results are out. So for many colleges, the results are out, and then the interview dates for Gen Z specifically. So based on their role, based on whatever role they are selected, the interview dates for Gen Z next it's coding, but for Gen Z, like most of the colleges, it's announced. So whenever they attended it on like 18 September, like earlier days, it's announced, and even interview dates are announced for them. Okay, so yeah, let me just come to the chat and talk to you people about it a little bit. Okay, MF has asked, are only Gen Z next results out? Okay, so actually, like all, I wouldn't say all over India for everyone the Gen Z next results are out. No, I wouldn't say that. The thing is, so whoever attended it early on during 18 September, 19 September itself, they've started gotten their results also. So the Gen Z next result was out first of all. 2 days after, 2 to 3 days after that, Gen Z and Gen Z Pro results was out. This is how it will be for everyone. Gen Z next result will be the first result that's going to be out, and then the next two are Gen Z and Gen Z Pro. Okay, Gen Z and Gen Z Pro, they get it together. So yes, Gen Z Pro results are also out for many colleges. But if you've attended it only recently, like 27 September, 28 September, 30th September, you will have to wait at least for 5 to 7 days for the results to be out. If you didn't get any mail, for example, like Parimal, if you haven't got any mail yet, you will be getting it soon. Okay, and also Yashwant, we still didn't receive mail from Gen Z Pro. I've done my exam, good. Yeah, you'll be getting that together with Gen Z. Okay, so you'll have to wait for it, Yashwant. Fine. Okay, you'll be getting the like list soon. Fine. So if you've attended it really early on, you should be getting it in these days. Don't worry, they'll be like giving you the results soon, very soon, guys. But for people attended on 27, 28 September, it will take a week of time. Okay, please do know that. Okay, okay, MF, I hope that answered your question and everyone who have asked it. Okay, I saw two codes. Yeah, two codes in the sense, is it a SQL or Java or like, please do elaborate. Could TV? Charan. I chosen cluster 2, but I got cluster 1 and executed 4 out of 5, but I don't have much knowledge in Java. How can I deal in interview? Okay, Charan. Okay, so to answer your question, so if you don't have much knowledge, the only thing that you can do is learn Java and get the knowledge. Fine. Okay, so do not worry because I've got the yeah, this top Java interview questions. 40 Java interview questions. It is most commonly asked in the interviews. You can go on with this. You can prepare. Okay, you can go on with this. This will be really useful. It covers many concepts. Okay, like generally what's commonly asked in that. You can go through this. It's all of these answers are explained pretty detailedly, like how much should you know for an interview. So it's explained in this particular PDF. It consists of like 40 questions, okay, starting from very basics to very advanced, and some concepts also. And then they mostly ask Java OOP only, mostly Java OOP. And for that also I've got a material, so you can prepare with Java OOP. It's really useful. So yeah, so for this Java OOP specifically, I've covered the basics, like object oriented programming basics, right? So topic wise questions, I've covered that. What are all the basics of OOP? We've got classes, objects, difference between class and objects, this keyword and everything, and then encapsulation. So each of these topic, whatever questions you can expect that I've mentioned here, each of these topics, okay. And then after you cover each of these topics like abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, object classes and all, advanced group concepts, after covering these, I've also covered this particular thing. Yeah, commonly asked Java OOP interview questions. So you learn OOP now. Now you can apply it. You can ask yourself these questions. Okay, so the difference between class and objects most commonly asked. So learning and like taking the learning out of your memory and reciting it once again. So this will be really useful for you. So if you're from Java, please do go through with this. These documents, though it's not available for free. If you want it, you need to join as a member and avail it for free. All of the interview PDFs. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Charan, I hope you got your answer. Okay. Receiving interview mail to actual interview date. Okay, MF. So receiving interview mail. So they usually, for Gen Z and Gen Z Pro, they usually tell it through college list. Okay. So the dates. So basically, for some of the colleges that I know, this is for one of the college, right? They got their like they got their list 2 days back, and then they got the interview confirmation yesterday. So yesterday, yesterday is October 1. They told that you will be having your interview on October 8th. Okay, so you'll be having 1 week to prepare. That is what they're doing. So you'll be having like 1 week to prepare. Fine. And also for some of the colleges, this is an update actually. The HR itself is coming to the college before the interview, 4 to 5 days before the interview. And what's happening here is that all of the students are divided as a group based on their departments or their proficiency level in coding. So 12, like groups of 12 are divided, and then the HR interviewer comes on and asks interview questions to them. So this is actually to assess in what level they are. So first of all, the thing is group interview is happening, and group problem solving. So all of these are happening. Okay, so for the one who got the interview dates also, HR is coming 4 to 5 days before the interview to the college and conducting group interviews, and then group problem solving. So the HR is going to assess each and every one of them and give marks to them. So if you do really, so if so this could be the case for many colleges. So if that's the case for you, you should do perform very well in these group interviews and everything. Okay, if you're really active and if you just catch their eye, then they'll definitely choose you. You'll have a leverage over that. Okay. MF. Upload same for Python Oops. Okay, MF. So for Python Oops, it's coming up. It's getting ready. Within tomorrow, it will be uploaded. Okay, it'll be uploaded very soon so that you people can prepare. Okay, Python Oops, and then for other cluster, the CSS, JS, and all of those, it's coming up. Okay, don't worry. Okay, fine. Yes, interview affects overall selection. So they do consider interview marks also. Based on how you prepare an interview, they'll select you, Rajesh. Okay, based on interview, it's very important. Okay, so like they have this criteria, so they'll be assessing how much good you are in coding and everything. That's they're gonna assess. So interview marks is also very important. Okay, let me just answer some questions. Technical assessments on September 27, no one got selected in CTS. They haven't mentioned this only for Gen Z Next or for others. Gen Z roles released. Okay, Ashwin R. So you attended on September 27. So, I won't say the results are announced for everyone at a time. Okay, some of them might, some of the colleges have not received their results. So it's based on the dates at which they have attended it. So they could have said that it's for Gen Z next. Okay, so you can clarify that with your college itself. For other colleges, Gen Z next result was announced 2 days after that, Gen Z Pro and Gen Z. But if you want clarification, if they're telling it like that, you can just go and ask them, right? So you can are you telling for Gen Z next or Gen Z Pro? But since you're mentioning no one got selected in CTS, it's pretty general, and I don't think it would be the case. So please do clarify that with your college. Fine. Charan, Gen Z Pro and didn't perform well in the interview. Can I be selected for at least Gen Z? Yes, Charan, you'll be downgraded to Gen Z. You can get that opportunity. Okay. Okay, fine. What's happening? Okay, fine. Okay, let me just, yeah. Okay, you'll be getting results soon, you guys. So it will be announced through your college. You'll not be getting mail. Only for Gen Z Next, I think they get their mail, but that will be announced through your college. Okay, Sarada. You just have to wait. 20th of September. Okay, that's for Capgemini. For Cognizant, you'll have to wait. So these results itself that the people are getting, they attended it on like 18 September, and it's getting like 12 days after that only. So you'll have to wait for it. Okay. Okay, HK, what is meant by group interview, ma'am? Please explain. Okay, I'll put it in a informative and a pretty elaborate way. It's what it is that so okay, for some colleges, the interview is on like October 8th, and they told it day before yesterday, I guess. Yes. So between these time, one of these days, the like people from Cognizant, HR people from Cognizant are coming. HR or technical people, like it doesn't matter. So they are coming. Okay. So they are going to tell you. So they will be informing. It's kind of like a pre-placement talk for interview. They'll be telling you what should you be preparing, assessing you, guiding you. But what's going to happen is that, so for these colleges, they inform this. This might be the case for everyone. It might not be the case also. Okay, so students are divided into many groups. So groups of 12. Okay, so these groups actually can be from based on departments. Okay, CSC departments into one, IT department into one group, like that, based on departments or based on proficiency. Okay, the grouping is done, and then what happens is group interview. This is what the update I got. Group interview is, so the interviewer will be asking like questions to each and every people. Okay, and like questions to everyone, and the students should answer in a round robin way. That is in a round way. Okay, so it should circularly, they'll be sitting like that as a group, and each one by one will be answering. Okay, one by one will be answering. So the HR person, he'll come and be assessing each and every student. 2 to 3 minutes of time, 5 to 6 minutes of time for each and every student, he'll be allocating, and he'll be assessing them and grading the marks for them. Okay, and then also a group task, problem solving task will be given for them, and they'll have to solve it collaboratively. By this, they are assessing the how good they are in team activities and everything. So I just want you people to know that in this group interview thing, so it's kind of like a, like if you perform really well, if you are really active in this one, then it can catch their eye, and you'll be standing out. Okay, that's what I want to tell. So whatever it is, okay, it's kind of like a practice for you people. Okay, they're putting out. So I just want you to, if that's the case for you people also, I want you to um, be really um be really collaborative, be really active, and answer every questions and participate with enthusiasm. Okay, fine, I hope that answered your question, HK. Ma'am, can you say cutoff? Some are saying they are selected randomly. Selected randomly. So, so far I've seen Abhinav. Okay, Abhinav has asked this question. So far I've seen they're not selecting randomly mostly. So people who have not done really well in aptitude and all, they're getting like not getting selected. Okay, like they've got some kind of criteria in that. At least you should have solved good in aptitude, in communication, in Python SQL, like Python SQL and then Java SQL and all of this they say. So okay, so the cutoff, I would say that should be, you should have got good marks in communication. Okay, done good in communication, and also did I press something? And yeah, okay, you should have done really good in communication, good enough in aptitude, and then with respect to coding, at least one coding, one SQL, and then half of that. Okay, so this is what they expect. So if you've not cleared, if you've not been selected, even though you solved all the Python and SQL, like Raj Kumar here has said that I've cleared all questions Python SQL, but they did not select me. You should know that the selection criteria is based on aptitude, communication as well. Okay, if so, they might have rejected you based on your performance in aptitude and communication. So communication, aptitude, technical, three of these combined only they will be selecting that, selecting the students. Gen Z Pro and Gen Z results. Gokul, so I would say that it's different for each college. So I've told about that in the starting of this session. Please do go and watch that. Okay, fine. Let me just like cover the agenda. Okay, I just want to cover that. Okay, why is it showing up this? Okay, fine. Mm, okay, I'll be back, you guys. Let me just cover the agenda. Let me just help you with the interview. Okay, let me explain you, and then I've been answering questions so far, right? Let me just put down this. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So if you're appearing for interview, okay. So cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. If you are appearing for interview, this is how you should prepare. Okay, I've talked in detail about each clusters also. Let's take cluster 1. First of all, you should be preparing. So this is the roadmap for you, kind of like all the things that you should prepare. So first of all, you should prepare Java, MySQL, and then front end. All of these three things, okay, are cluster based questions. So you should be preparing all of these, right? Okay. Okay, fine. So you should be preparing all of these three things first. This is first thing. Cluster based questions are very, very important. Fine. And then, okay, please give me a minute. There's some kind of issue over here. Please give me a second. Okay, fine. You should be preparing cluster based questions first of all, you guys. So for everyone who's asking, so will I get cluster questions or resume based questions, what will be asked? I would say both. Okay. And that is your cluster. What's your cluster? So if it's cluster 1, be prepared with Java, MySQL and front end. Okay. And then followed by that, okay, fine. And then followed by that, you should be preparing all of the computer science subjects. So with respect to Java, MySQL, HTML, CSS, JS, so if you take this with respect to Java programming, you should have covered all these concepts. The most important thing that they ask is object-oriented programming, OOP concept. Okay, why is it going like this? This is OOP concept. You should be very much prepared in this. OOP concept is very, very important. So give most important to this one. Fine. And then Java programming. And then you can cover exception handling and all of those. It's present. Okay, so exception handling, basic syntax and everything, arrays, control flow statements, searching, sorting, problem solving. Okay, so you should be prepared on this. So not only this, all of the basic Java programming concepts that you have, you should be prepared on that. Okay, followed by that, you should be preparing the database, and that is MySQL. MySQL. So starting with the languages, DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, like create, alter, drop, truncate statements, select, insert, update, delete, grant, revoke, commit, rollback, save point, all of these. Okay, plus the syntax. So for some people, they're asking the what is DCL, what is the syntax of grant, what is the syntax of revoke. So you should be prepared on each and every basic concept. It's pretty basic, right? Okay, and then constraints, operators, functions, clauses, all of the concepts, joins, subqueries, views, indices, these are all very, very important. So that's why for this particular thing, already MySQL cheat sheet is present. Okay, if you just go to over to my channel, yeah, over here, my recent video is actually based on MySQL only. This particular video, MySQL interview questions. You can definitely go and watch this. This is very important. Like commonly asked MySQL interview questions is covered over in that particular video. So if you see that, you'll definitely be getting an idea on how to do this. And then if you go over here, MySQL cheat sheet is already present, and that's more than enough for you to prepare. Okay, MySQL cheat sheet is already present. You can go on, and it's like HTML cheat is over here. Cloud fundamentals is over here. Um, and then let me just see. Yeah, MySQL cheat sheet is also over here. Yeah, it's over in this video. Fine. So you can definitely go on and watch this and avail the cheat sheet also. So be prepared, you guys. Okay. Yeah. And then HTML, CSS, JS. So mostly they can ask question from the tags in HTML. So there's a separate HTML cheat sheet also. And then CSS, it's pretty basic. I'll be covering that, and JS. All of these concepts are very, very important. Be prepared with your cluster thoroughly, and then concentrate on your resume. So whatever you've written in your resume, you should know it. You should not put out something that you don't know. It will create a bad impression. So prepare resume based questions. And then computer science subjects. So with regards to computer science subjects, you should be preparing DBMS, computer networks, computer architecture, OS. That's why it's over here. So as you can see, I've got some PDFs for that. This is DBMS. Okay, so if you just study this is just enough. So all of the PDFs that I provide is enough for you to crack the interview. It will be definitely be useful for you. Okay, like DBMS. Okay, so if you take DBMS, I've covered database, advantages, disadvantages, three schema architecture, and then yeah, key like relationships, keys, normalization. Okay, all of this, they'll definitely ask question from, let me put it out in this way. So they'll definitely ask questions from database versus database management system, traditional database versus file structure. Okay, and then keys, normalization, and then um, keys, normalization, entity relationship model, and ER models. These are all very, 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 very important. You should be preparing this. That's why this PDF exists for you to prepare. So all of these PDFs, they're not for free. So you can join as a member and avail it. And yeah, so if you're joining as a member, all you should do is, so in my channel, there is a community tab. If you just go over to the community tab, so there are member only posts. So only for members, those posts exist. So you can just go and avail this. So those posts will be shown only for members. So you'll have to be a member, right? So immediately go over to the community and avail the documents from there. I'm informing you over here. Okay. It's not in the Telegram group. It's in the community only. Okay. Now, yeah, I was talking about this, right? So yeah, computer networks, computer architecture, OS, all of these documents are present in my channel. Okay, so computer fundamentals, that is the computer architecture fundamentals, operating system, computer networks, all of these. These are available for members only, so please do be informed regarding that. Okay, fine. Let me just, yeah. And then projects, whatever projects that you've done, they'll definitely ask questions on that also. So what kind of projects that you've done, so what technology that you've used, team members, what's your role exactly, so how did the project go, and everything. They'll definitely ask you project based question, technology mentioned in projects, and some coding questions, very basic coding question that they'll be asking you to solve through oops. This is important. They'll be asking you to solve this through oops. Okay, so this was asked for 2024. Like they might ask coding, they might not, but yeah, mostly they'll be asking one or two coding questions. And then just a minute, like to test your communication skills. Jam. So they'll be giving you a topic and you'll have to talk on it for 1 minute like that. So yeah, so this is with regards to how you should prepare for cluster 1. So moving on to cluster 2 and cluster 3, everything is same except the topics. For cluster 2, I'm telling the same thing. You have to prepare your cluster things, and that is Python, MySQL, cloud computing, and then you'll have to prepare your CS subjects, resume based questions, project, tech mentioned in projects, coding, jam. Okay, yeah, let me just come over and answer some questions. You know PostgreSQL, so do I need to learn MySQL? Okay, so if you know PostgreSQL, okay, fine. So in interview, they ask you questions. They don't ask you to code in MySQL and all. Okay, I think pretty much in every in all of this, it is the same. So they ask you questions like, okay, give me the join condition. So you'll have to give the syntax like as per MySQL. Why I'm telling this is even in the coding round itself, they've told you and the SQL through MySQL. So it's good to learn MySQL actually. Okay, only I don't think it will be that difficult to learn actually. Only some syntax is going to be different and the concepts are all same, right? Don't have to worry regarding it. MySQL cheat sheet is already in my channel. You can just go and learn that. It's pretty easy to learn. Since you already know PostgreSQL, it's easy to learn MySQL only. I would suggest you to learn it to be on safer side. Okay. Okay, Sai Srikanth. I solved two SQL query and in C sharp. First question have only one error. Second question half code only written. A web page not written. Will I qualify for HR round? Okay, so it also okay. This is okay so far, but it also depends upon your aptitude, communication, how you've done in that also. So like together they'll be calculating the marks for it. Okay, so it can't be told just with technical interview, technical part. Okay, so tell me about your aptitude communication also, and I can tell you something about that. Okay, Shai Srikanth, swag bolte. Um, Tomorrow is my cognizant technical exam and aptitude. I think out of 30, the 12 out of 10 I did correct. How many should I do correct in technical to next round? Okay, so for next round, a swag bolte, I would suggest you to, yeah, so if I have to suggest how many you should get correct, to be on safer side, I would just say all coding and all SQL only. But sometimes it's not possible, okay? But sometimes time might not be there. So I would suggest you to get the SQL questions correctly. So SQL is very easy, okay? You can easily do it. Okay, I want you to do the SQL very well. Don't lose marks in that. It's pretty easy. And with respect to coding, at least get 1.5 coding right, and that is you'll be getting like 9 to 10 test cases for two questions. So for one question, at least one question, solve everything correctly. And for another question, if you've solved only like half or anything, it's okay. And that's only in the case where you couldn't solve both of this. But I would always suggest to solve two coding and two SQL to be on safer side, since you've done only 12 to 15 correct in aptitude. Okay, Swag Volte. Okay, and then with respect to the front end simulator or cloud, so yeah, if it's cloud, it's pretty easy to do. But for like front end simulator, HTML, CSS, JS, try to do at least HTML and CSS correctly. Okay, and JS is also important. If you want to really get selected, do that also completely. Okay. Okay, you can expect your result very soon, tutti frutti, within a week mostly. Okay. Okay, if you've done overall good, Sai Srikanth, then they'll mostly select you at least for Gen Z. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, fine. Okay, Sanskriti. I got one SQL query correct, but codes were solved, but I wasn't able to attempt all MCQs questions of cloud. Okay, yeah, I can understand it. So, yeah, they have some criteria, right? At least this and at least that. If you've not able to attempt all MCQ questions of cloud, yeah, tell me about your aptitude and communication also. If you've done really well in that, you can get selected. But if you've not really done well in that, also chance of getting rejected is high. Let's wait for the result, okay? Vikram, ma'am, my college announced that no one is selected in CTS for technical HR. As the result is for Gen Z next, so is there any chance of Gen C and Gen Z Pro? Okay, so first of all, they tell you the result of Gen Z next. So this could be the result of Gen Z next. Okay, Vikram. For Gen Z and Gen Z Pro, they tell it after 2 days. But if you want the correct clarification, you'll have to ask your TPO. You can just ask them, is it for entire college for Gen Z and Gen Z Pro also, or for only Gen Z next? Because for many colleges, only two of them or no, none of them clear Gen Z next. Okay, so I think you guys wouldn't be that bad because Gen Z and Gen Z Pro it's clearable only. Okay, so just ask it to your TPO. Yeah, and you can get clarified. Okay, cutoff is not dependent on college, Tanmay. It's not dependent on college. It's depend on college, not really. It's not dependent on college. It's totally dependent on your performance only. Okay, let me answer. Anil, Munde Anil. I have solved two Python program and 10 MCQ. All are right and 18 plus question right now. Interview short. This is pretty good for you to get selected for an interview. Okay, Anil. I would say you will be getting selected. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry I saw it, but I missed your question. MF, when TCS NQT will be held for 2025 batch off campus? Okay, so off campus basically they hire through TCS paid NQT and it's already going on. It's for 2025 batch. October 10th is the date for TCS off campus, I think. Off campus in the case, it's like um, it's mostly paid NQT and it's already going on. Okay, so you can just register for it and attend. Okay, and um, that is mostly for off campus, I would say. If I get any other updates, I'll definitely let you know. Okay, so for everyone who have not got any response from your college, please wait, and that means they've not got the results also. They'll definitely update you, you guys. Especially Bharat, you've asked this question, please do wait for it. Okay, actually semi sapien, you've asked this question. Actually for 2024 batch, a laptop was given. Okay, a laptop was actually given, and like a compiler was there. Okay, so based on cluster only, they divide you into the interviews. So you'll have to code based on your cluster only. Okay, so that is very important. If you're comfortable with C++, then I think it's the company's norms, right? You'll have to code in C sharp only. So be prepared for that also. So I'm trying to ask you a question you are ignoring. Okay, I'm sorry, Tanishka. There is a lot of questions here. Like, it's possible to miss one or two questions. Don't take it wrongly. I'm trying my best to answer everyone's question. Okay, it's not like I'm wantedly looking at your question and ignoring you. It's not like that. Trust me, there's so much of these things. Okay, there's so much of the questions, and if you're in my place, you would be like, okay, which one do I answer like that? And it's totally possible to miss. Okay, I'll answer your question. To SQL to Java, HTML, CSS couldn't complete. JavaScript, can I get selected? Yeah, if you're asking a question, at least please to put it clearly. Okay, so but I can understand it, but please do be clear when asking your questions. Fine. Okay, so to SQL to Java code, if you couldn't, it's like pretty good to get selected, but your aptitude performance and communication performance also matters a lot in getting selected. So if you can mention your aptitude communication, it will be good for me to answer you also. Okay. Okay, Twanju, I've cleared my online assessment. I imagine I forgot my participation cinema. Okay, so participation idea, I don't think it will cause much problem, but mm, yeah, it doesn't cause any problem. Okay, it doesn't cause any problem if you forgot your participation ID. And the next round will be your HR round. It will take some time for you to get it. Okay, you'll have to wait for it. Okay. Okay, now let me just go on with my presentation. I'll be back sure. Okay, so with respect to cluster 3, if you're from cluster 3, please do watch it carefully and just try to learn cluster 3 concepts. Okay, all of the concepts C sharp, SQL, and Web UI. You'll have to first cover C sharp and all of these three things, your cluster based questions, CS subjects, whatever I told you before, resume based questions and projects questions, technologies mentioned in projects, some basic coding, and just a minute topics also. Okay, so in my channel, so if you've got your interviews in the next week, like after even you get your results, please do keep it in the mind. It's for everyone. So, like you would have been preparing very well, but preparation only is not enough. Mock interview, attending mock interview, it will give you a practice. Okay, it will give you a scenario like how the questions will be before the interview itself. Kind of like it's like a one-on-one mock interview. So, and that is provided by me and my team. Okay, so the interview like it will be conducted by me or my team. Okay, so pretty good interview will be conducting for you guys, so for your preparation, and it's at only 99 rupees. You can avail it easily, so it's very important for you to follow with this. Okay, so how to avail this exactly? The steps to avail this are in the description box. There is a Telegram group link available. You can click on it, join in the group, and then my team, and then you just message over there that you're interested for the interview, and my team will contact you regarding it. Okay, so like it will be conducted through Google Meet. Many people have already given their names for it. Okay, it will be the interview will be conducted through Google Meet. So after, so after you contact us, so you'll have to make a payment, and then we'll be um, yeah, we'll be scheduling the date for your mock interview, date and time. Okay, this is usually the date and time. Date is usually confirmed immediately, but the time it's usually confirmed one day before, because you might not be free, I might not be free, right? And then followed by that, the cluster is defined. Look, I'll be asking about your cluster, resume, and everything. Okay, it will be really useful for you. Please do avail this. So attending mock interview is very important for you to get an edge over others. Okay, so even I have faced in it, and I've seen many people face it. If you just directly go to the interview, you might feel a bit difficult. Okay, like, and if it's your first time also, you might feel a bit difficult. So that's why I'm opting this for you. You can definitely choose it. It will be worth your time. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, fine. I just want to talk to you about it. Okay, let's talk about the interview series. So all of these is already done. So Java is completely done, C Sharp is completely done, Python is half done. I'll still have to upload the Python OOP questions. Okay, it's half done. I'm putting a small tick. Okay, and then so the Python OOP, I'll have to put that, and then CS, CSS, JS, DSA, and then coding. All of these and all. This is coming up for you guys. Okay, in the upcoming sessions within this week itself, let's just complete and get it over with. Okay, yeah, this is with respect to this particular PPT. And now I've got some C sharp interview questions for you. If you are from cluster 3, you'll definitely have to go through this. Commonly asked C sharp interview questions. Okay, let me take up the word, it's pretty easy for me that way. Yeah, so in this particular thing, this is the commonly asked interview questions. Let's look at the total amount of questions that this PDF has. So if you can see, it covers from very basic. Okay, where did that go? Okay, fine. It covers from like really very basic questions. It covers the OOPS concepts. Okay, and then in C sharp, constructor, destructor, and it just goes on and on. Okay, and like many questions. So if you just go through this, this will be enough for you to prepare for the interview. Okay. And then all of the different kinds of concepts. Like, I don't work with C sharp, so yeah, but I could just source out some based on the most commonly asked. Like, I've got some resources, I've got this through them, and then followed by that. So there is kind of like 50 questions for you. Okay, 50 questions, 50 top 50 most commonly asked C sharp interview questions. Okay, followed by this, I've also given some other questions to practice that I've seen in many experiences in some other companies also. It's mostly the same for all service based companies, right? So, yeah, like they can definitely ask you this question: what is the difference between C sharp and C? Questions like this are very important. Like C sharp, it's like a high level OOP language. It is developed by Microsoft. It runs on the .NET framework and provides automatic memory management, strong type checking. So it's actually developed by Microsoft. It runs on .NET framework. You'll have to know these if you're from cluster 3. And strong type checking, it provides features such as garbage collection. It provides automatic memory management. Okay, and C, it's actually a very low level language, procedural. It's not an OOP language, it's just a system programming language. Okay, and memory management is not automatic, it's manual. Okay, so this will be really informative for you. So totally, if you take, there are around, so there are some like 26 questions in this. So totally there are like 76 questions, I would say. And if you just study all of this, you can definitely answer whatever question that they throw at you in the interview. Okay, so this is this particular PPT that that is the PDF I want to talk about. This is the commonly asked interview question. Okay, so this it will be uploaded today in the drive link. So this is available only for members. So if you want it available for free, join as a member and look at the community posts. It's only in there. It's not in any other thing. You'll have to avail it in the community post. Okay, and that is posted specifically for members. Okay. Okay, fine. Let me just. Okay, you're welcome, Tanishka. Your senior told always delays date of joining. Yeah, this is actually partially true, I would say. Even for 2024 batch, so to some of them have received the date of joining, some of them have not. So yeah, I've talked it with my juniors also. Some of them are saying that, yeah, uh like uh like the 2024 passed out also. I'm talking with respect to the before year, there was a lot of delay in the question. So I mean, like, lot of delay in the onboarding and even giving the joining letter. It sure is kind of true. Okay. Okay, you are ignoring my messages, Geetika. So to everyone who's saying, who I'm ignoring your messages, no, I'm not ignoring your messages. Okay, so there is a lot of questions over here, and answering everyone is kind of difficult. I'm trying my best. Okay, like, I'm not wantedly ignoring. Ignoring means like actually looking at the message and not like answering wantedly. And when you commented also, I think I was in the session, so like, please do understand, I'm just trying my best. Okay. Okay, what was your question, Geetika? Can you just, yeah. Or regret, but some of members didn't get any emails. This means any rejection. This means their result is not calculated yet. You'll have to wait for it. Yeah, you'll have to wait for it. That is the only thing that's there. So like, they might even get a mail pretty later on. Okay, so if you have not received any of these two mails, you'll have to just wait for it, because your result might not be finalized yet. Okay. Joseph Shelton, what is this for? This is, I was talking about the C sharp. Okay. Okay, the knowledge lab, 25 aptitude questions correctly, 2 SQL, 2 Java, but not done HTML, CSS, JS question correctly. In Cognizant Campus Drive. So this is pretty good to get selected for Gen C or Gen C Pro. But The selection also hugely depends on your aptitude and communication performance. So the knowledge lab, can you please elaborate on your aptitude and communication performance so that I can give a proper answer? Okay. Pepe, I solved one SQL and one Java, and one Java 4 out of 10 test case passed. Web not solved. Gen Z at least. Yeah, yeah, you've done good in aptitude. Tell me about your communication also. So this is mostly enough for getting selected in at least Gen Z. Okay, Pepe. Okay. I hope that answered your question. Okay, fine. Mm, yeah. Karunya, what kind of Java programs are expected as you mentioned using OOP specifically? Uh, this is Karunya, I'm actually talking about the interview. Are you asking for technical assessment or for interview? I'm using OOP specifically because Karunya, I'm using OOP specifically because in interview they concentrate on OOPs. And for Cognizant for 2024 batch, they asked to answer based on, yeah, and for 2024 batch, they asked to do the coding based on OOPs specifically. That's why I'm talking about the OOPs. If it's for technical assessment, it's like array, string, and then arrays and string. Okay. Okay, Pepe, I already answered your. Okay, Pepe. I already answered your question. Okay, Pranav, can you please read my message? Okay, Pranav. Gen Z next additional assessment 2 on October 1st. Okay. So to answer your question, if you've done really well up to the expectation in the Gen Z next coding, you can expect Gen Z next interview. If not, you can expect Gen Z interview. Okay, so this additional assessment plays a part in that. Okay, Pranav, I already answered your question, the knowledge lab. I mean, I just wanted to know about your communication assessment also, because that's also plays a very well. Okay, Pepe, I already answered your question. I already answered your question. It's not getting, is there any delay? I already answered your question. Okay, let me just answer your question once again. You'll at least get, yeah, I'm sure you'll at least get selected for Gen Z. But I want you to put out your experience in communication assessment also, because that also plays a part, Pepe. Okay, okay, please don't be depressed. You've done good. You've done good. 20 to 30 aptitude, it's very good. Reached 10 plus level in this, it's good. And then one Java, one SQL, and web development is not solved, but yeah, you can expect at least Gen Z. Please don't be depressed. Okay, you've got other opportunities in life also. Please don't lose any hope. Okay, I'm answering questions. I don't know if it's getting across or not. Please do listen properly. Okay, the knowledge lab, I've answered your question, and Pepe also. Rabit Raj, I have completed technical round till now. I didn't receive any update. Please reply. Okay, so 17th itself. So if like like everyone from your college got result or not, Rabit? If none of them have got result, please do wait, because and if everyone has got result, your list would be in that also. I just want to know that if everyone has got the result in your college or not. Okay, Rabit. Nurul, ma'am, I passed the second round. I didn't receive any mail, but okay, you don't have to worry regarding the mail. If you pass the second round, you mostly won't be getting mail. Okay. Um, if your college placement told you are selected, just start preparing for it. Don't worry regarding the mail. They tell the result through the college only. Okay, so just start preparing. Fine, you are selected. Don't expect the mail. They won't send the mail. Okay, if none of the people from your college have not received it yet, then wait for it. You will be getting the result soon. Okay, it's on 17th September. You can expect it within this week. Okay, fine. Can you give idea about what kind of OOP concept we might get for interview? Okay, Karunya. So the kind of OOP concept that you'll be getting for interview is that pretty much everything that you will have to know pretty much everything, because some of the interviewer might tell you, okay, explain all concepts of oops with real life example. That is, they'll be asking you what is oops, basically what is oops, and then like real life example of oops. Okay, what is class, what is object, constructor, all topics, and then the important things, polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation, those are all very very important for you to practice on. Okay, so real life example of all those four things, this is what I would suggest you to prepare: constructor, destructor, and all of those. So yeah, if you're from Java, you can avail this top like the java oop.pdf. Okay, Java OOP. If you're from Python, then Python OOP is getting ready. This is mostly enough for you. So each of the questions that I've covered in each of these topics: compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, all concepts of abstraction, interface, what is the abstract class and interface difference, method overloading, method overriding, inheritance, access modifiers. Yeah, pretty much all of this. I hope that answered your question. You can avail this PDF as a member only. Okay. Manoj, I didn't write aptitude and coming forward of a technical course will I get? If you didn't write aptitude, you will not get Manoj, because participating in these assessment is very mandatory for at least for getting selected for the interview. If you didn't write aptitude and only wrote technical, you will not get selected. Okay, Manoj. Rabit, I have attended Accenture on Friday but not selected when I can apply again. Okay, Accenture usually has a cooling period of about 3 months, so you can try after 3 months. Okay, Rabit. XO, do we have language preference for technical interview? No, you will not have language preference, because for 2024 batch, people were divided into cluster. So while for interview itself, all of the Python cluster people were called and they have to go to a separate area and attend the interview in the college. And then Java cluster, C Sharp cluster, you will be divided on cluster and interview will be conducted. Cluster preference will not be given in the interview also. Okay, so you're welcome, Nurul. I'm happy that I could be of assistance. So if you're from cluster one, decent coding knowledge with good communication. Okay, if you're from cluster firm, how should you prepare for technical interviews? That I talked about this from the start itself. Cluster based question, you'll have to cover all the cluster based question, Java, MySQL, front end, and then your resume based question, CS subjects. That's what I've been telling you. Please to watch this from the start. Okay, yeah. If you're from cluster one, you'll have to cover all of these three things: CS subjects, resume, projects, tech mention, and projects coding jam. This is this is like more than enough. To study this itself, it will take you 1 week to 10 days. Okay. Okay, so and this is the way that you can prepare for this, and all of the materials for the CS subjects, it's available: computer fundamentals, OS, Java, open, everything. If you want, you can avail it as a member, and even DBMS. So you'll have to join as a member and avail it. And okay. Okay, fine. Okay, Abhishek, I didn't get any results, which means am I rejected? Okay, Abhishek, are you the only person who didn't get any result, or your friends in college, every one of them didn't get any result? Please tell me about that, because if each and every one from your college have not gotten the result yet, you'll be getting it soon. Okay, the list will be sent to you through the college only. You'll not be getting any mail regarding that. Okay. Kutti, I've done two Java codes, no SQL and HTML will be in shortlist. To be selected for aptitude, at least two SQL and aptitude. I mean, to get selected for Gen Z, at least two SQL and good enough in aptitude is important. SQL is very important to get selected. So yeah, if you've done two Java codes, they might consider, but again, you didn't do SQL well. Let's wait and see. Okay, the chance is pretty slim, 50-50 I would say, but let's wait and see. Okay. Okay, could you have replied? Okay, fine. Okay, Srinitin, I'm the part of Cognizant Digital Nudge program and cleared all the assignments and technical interview. Yeah, you'll be getting the update. It will take a lot of time, but you'll be getting the update. Okay. Okay, Abhishek, if none of the people from your college have got any result, gotten any result, then you'll have to wait. You'll be receiving it soon. Don't jump into any conclusions before that itself. They might even delay announcing the result. Okay, please do wait. Okay, if it is for Gen Z or Gen Z Pro. Okay, so will it be mentioned? They don't usually send you any email. Everything is contacted through the college only. So you'll have to go and ask your TPO. Please go and ask them because you can prepare accordingly, right? Right. So please go and ask your TPO, the placement cell. Okay. Okay, fine. So just go and ask them because it can be for Gen Z mostly, but also for Gen Z Pro. You wouldn't know that. So ask your college regarding it. Everything is communicated from the Cognizant to the college. Okay. Okay, Abhishek, for Accenture Technical and HR, some tips to clear. Okay, for Accenture, it's pretty easy only. Whatever I've told in this particular for Cognizant also. I mean, except the cluster part, whatever language you are good in, just prepare that really well. And then prepare the CS subjects, prepare the resume based question, your projects very well. Okay, this is the roadmap. For you have to be knowing at least one coding language. When they ask questions from that, they'll be asking which is your favorite programming language. If you mention the thing you're good at, they'll be asking question from that. And then resume based question. And then followed by that, CS subjects, all of them I told from the starting itself. And then projects. Okay, this itself is enough for you. Okay. Okay, Sai Shrikant, I already answered your question. Okay, I already answered your question. Okay, please don't spam. I already told you that. I already told you that we'll be getting at least selected for Gen Z. Okay, Sai Shrikant. But H front end is not done. First question have one error. Second question half code only written. Yeah, if you've done two SQL good enough in aptitude, mostly Gen Z, Sai Shrikant. Okay. Okay, Bharat Kumar, you have to raise a ticket. Yeah, if it is a technical process issue in their side, also you will have to raise a ticket. I've seen people doing it. Like you'll have to raise a ticket, okay, and you can even mail them. Fine, you can try to mail them because they should be rescheduling it. Wait for some days, but if you're not getting it, please do raise a ticket or like mail them. Aptitude round didn't go that well, Zishan. For sure 11 questions were right and I marked the rest blindly. Technical round went well. What are the chances according to you? Okay, there are two cases. So aptitude, good for Gen Z, they expect good enough in aptitude and SQL. Okay, even if you've not done this coding really well, but two SQL plus good enough in aptitude, they expect that. Okay, so if your technical round went well, I would say your chances of getting selected are like 50-50, I would say. Okay, I would say 50-50. Okay, Zishan. Okay, is a mass elimination in technical HR round, ma'am. Yeah, you can expect not mass elimination. It's totally dependent on each and every person's performance. Okay, they don't really eliminate huge people in the round, but you can expect mass elimination after round one and round two. Okay. Yes, Gen Z and Gen Z Pro result for many colleges are out. Okay. Okay, so let me talk about the how many students got shortlisted from each college. So from each college, okay, so for Cognizant, like 30 people, I would say this is the like the average thing. So round one and round two attended by all of them means like 30 to 40 people are getting selected. Okay, so you can also expect, but I would say 30 to 50 people mostly for the interviews. Okay. Okay, Zishan, if you've done technical interview, very technical, very, very well, both coding and both queries. Um, yeah, okay, fine. If you've done the coding round really well, yeah, I would say you can at least expect Gen Z, like not really 50-50, but yeah, 50-50 or like 60-40, I would say. Okay, so since you've done not done aptitude well, like let's hope for Gen Z at least 60%. I can say you can expect Gen Z, but 40% chances of getting rejected are also there because of aptitude, I'm saying. But I'm telling you 60%, let's hope for Gen Z. Okay, Zishan. Okay, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Okay, I've attended Gen Z Next technical assessment too yesterday, but I didn't do well on coding part. So if you've not done well in Gen Z Next, they'll mostly downgrade you to Gen Z, I guess. So to everyone who's not done well in any Gen Z Pro or Gen Z Next, they'll be downgrading them only to Gen Z. Okay, that is the most thing that's happening. Okay. Yeah, let's hope for the best, Zishan. Let's hope you get selected in this. Okay, just start preparing for interview. Don't overthink. Don't lose hope. So whatever you're studying now, it will be definitely be useful for everything. Studying doesn't go to waste ever. Okay, so don't have the thought like, okay, if I'm going to get selected, is the studying useful? No, don't think like that. Okay, have hope and be positive and optimistic. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the C sharp. So yeah, this is very important. If you're from cluster 3, basically C sharp for interview questions, this has all the details that you want. So please do go through this thoroughly. Okay, all of the OOPS concepts that you need and basic concepts also. Okay, I've covered everything. Total, there are like 76 questions in this. This will be very much enough for you to crack it. Okay, read only and cons, delegate, events, exception handling, try catch finally, throw statement, link, nullable, and all of these things. It'll be very useful for you people. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. C sharp, it's very like it's very important for you to prepare. If you're from Java, if you're a Java person, Python person, and if been put in C sharp, please do prepare for this interview. It consists of all types of questions. Please do remember that all of these questions are not available for free. If you want, you can join as a member and avail it for free. Okay, and if you join as a member, please do go to the community post under my channel community tab, and there are member only um, posts in there which has the drive link. And I'm also, my team and I are also providing one-on-one mock interview at just only 99 rupees. Okay, so this one-on-one mock interview, it happens through Google Meet, and you can join the Telegram group that I've mentioned in the channel and message me that you are interested for the interview, and my team will contact you. The meeting, I mean the interview, it can be conducted by me or my team mostly. So my team and I, okay, people from my team and I will be conducting the interview for you. So it will be pretty good for you. So please do avail that. Okay, so in this particular session, we saw about a lot of things, how to prepare for this particular interview, how should you prepare, what should you prepare. Okay, I've told you about this cluster based, CS subjects, resume based, and all of these. Okay, so I talked about the cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, and then mock interview, steps to avail this, and the documents that are available. I want you people to know this. Okay, so I've covered all the Java interview question, computer networks, computer fundamentals, operating system, Java OOP, DBMS. Yeah, it consists of everything for you to prepare. So if you sit down, prepare, and attend my mock interview, you can definitely get selected in the Cognizant. Okay, so let's hope for the best for everyone who have attended it. Let me answer some questions. So for all the clusters, the results are out, Kavita. Okay, I just got my hands on the C sharp and I wanted to put a video regarding this. That's why I'm putting it in the session. But for everyone, it's out. Okay. Yes, Abhishek, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you mass elimination. Yeah, I'm telling you mass elimination is after round 1 and round 2. Mass elimination is there. That means after round 1 and round 2 is done, the results are out, mass elimination occurs, only few people attend the interview. And most of them from the interview get selected except 3 to 5 people. So mass elimination is there after round 1 and round 2. That's what I was saying also. Okay. 2 SQL, 1 Java done, and done HTML, CSS, and then that means it's mostly enough for you. And 20 out of 30 in aptitude, is there any possibility? Yeah, that is mostly good enough for you to get selected. Okay, you'll definitely get selected. Do not worry regarding that. Okay, we know 2 SQL, 1 coding, and 13 aptitude questions correctly. Okay, so yeah, I would say chances of you getting selected are pretty slim. 50-50, I would say, Vinod, since aptitude questions are less. 2 SQL is okay, 1 coding is okay, but let's say 50-50 only. Mostly, let's hope for the best. Okay. Yeah, this is all about this session, you guys. So I'll come and take another session with other materials also. Okay, thank you so much everyone for joining this session and making this really interactive and everything. So if you've got any other queries, please do put in the comment and I'll make sure to answer. Thank you so much for coming and attending this session and answering my question, like asking questions. Thank you so much for joining.